But thank you so much, Joyce, for joining us. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Thank you.
So we just did a deal with you in Denison, Texas. Tell us a little bit about your situation.
Well, my dad had passed away in May of this year, and he had owned a home that was in pretty bad repair. I mean, it needed lots of repairs, and he still had a loan on it, and he also had a big lien on it with taxes. And I have two siblings, and none of us could really afford to repair the home or to take it on, especially since we all live out of the area. So we were just kind of in a situation where we needed to get rid of it pretty fast, and didn't really need to make any money on it. We just need to get rid of it, so we weren't out any more money. So
wonderful. And how did you find us?
We have a longtime family friend named Boots Parks, and we were just kind of talking one night, and he kind of mentioned, hey, I know this guy Lance, just happened to be your brother-in-law, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And he just couldn't say enough good things about you. And I was like, well, I'm going to give him a call, send him some pictures of the house, see if he'd really be interested, because I knew from a personal standpoint how bad it was. And I was like, I don't know how bad you would actually want to buy the house. So we're grateful that you did. So.
Yes, and it was a unique home. It was a ranch-style siding. It had been added on to. It was kind of really wonky. It really didn't flow too great. You know, and with the kitchen set back there, but that's what we do. Is, you've seen the signs of we buy ugly houses. And not that this house was ugly at all. It was beautiful from the curb, but it had been lived in for a long time. And so we were super happy to take it on. I was a little nervous with Boots's referral. Being in Denison, we had not done much business up there. We have since done 2 or 3 other deals and are hoping to do another one. But Denison's a neat little area. That downtown and that street, that neighborhood is being rebuilt by a company with some really cool modern single family homes. So yeah, it was cool to get up there and learn more about that area.
You had an option of it said on almost a little bit less than half an acre. So you don't normally find that so close to the city. So you kind of still had the country, quiet, quaint little neighborhood, but you were close and bustling to everything. So I think that was
the thing that I love. I'm a big football guy. I'm raising 2 little athletes in my home, and I love that it seemed like the football stadium was set just a bit higher than everything else. So no matter where you're at in Denison, you can see the Friday night lights. So, so cool. So one of the things we tell everyone about is with a cash offer with We Buy Houses Fast in Dallas. You're gonna get a cash offer. You're not gonna pay any fees, and you also get to choose your closing date. So tell us. So obviously you accepted you countered. I wasn't the highest offer. You gave me a chance. Just some very nice things about my family and blessing me, and if we could help you. But you said, hey, I need you to get up to 50,000. And I said, no problem. We'll take care of you. When do you want to close? And tell everyone how We Buy Houses Fast in Dallas allowed you to choose that closing date.
Well, we originally had planned on hopefully closing by the end of June. And my aunt was living in the home previously before my father passed away, helping take care of him. And she was kind of in a transition where she couldn't get out by the end of June. So I called and asked you if it would be an issue if she stayed till the end of July, just to kind of give her a little bit more time so we didn't kind of put her out on the street. And you were very gracious and let us do that, and gave her time. I said we could have her out by Friday. You said give her the weekend, and we'll just kind of touch base next week. So you were very gracious in giving us the time that we needed to get her settled in somewhere else, and to remove still some of the things that were personal to us that belonged to my father. So.
And we closed on time.
We closed on time.
So tell everyone. I've only got 2 more questions left, and the last one will be if you'll just tell people about that process. So you had a will, a probated will, right? But some things came up in that process of some family members we had to get involved. Can you kind of speak to how we communicated throughout that process, and then how the title company helped you knock this out?
Okay. Well, we actually did not have a probated will. It was just a handwritten will.
Okay.
And my dad had
You have to
had
take care
a
of affidavit.
deed upon death,
Okay.
and his wife had passed prior, and we thought with him signing the deed upon death that the home, as he sees fit, would just be, go to my sister, my brother, and I. And when I was working with the title company, they were amazing. Haley was a godsend to work with. She was
She's
very
amazing.
patient, and we thought we were in the clear, just because of how my dad signed off on the documents. But when everything went to the underwriter, he had mentioned that we had to get in touch with my father's deceased wife, who's my stepmother, her living child, and her living grandchildren.
Yeah.
So we had to track them down and have them sign over some deeds and rights to the home. So
And at one point we thought they may be in Africa, right?
we thought they were,
But
we
they
thought they
weren't.
were going to be in Africa. They weren't, thank goodness. They were just in Plano, Texas. So it worked out really well, and it really eased my anxieties with the whole process. So
Haley's great. In fact, she's on vacation this week. And today was her first day back, and it took everything for me not to call her because the 3 days she was gone this week, I'm in the weeds, and she wasn't there. She has backup, but the backup isn't as good as her, and so she's gonna get a phone call from me first thing in the morning to get caught up on some stuff. But no, Haley is great. I thank you for mentioning her on this video because I want to share this with our title company as well. So last question is, would you recommend We Buy Houses Fast in Dallas to family and friends?
absolutely, 100%. If I was ever in the situation again, I would definitely call you in a second, and because I trusted you, and it wasn't so much about, you know, making any money on the house. It was, for us, it kind of came down to the fact that we weren't going to really get anything out of it, but if it was going to be able to bless another family, and that we hope that, we know the work will be put into it, and that home will become that house will become someone's home in the future. So
Wonderful. Well, and I do tell you, just as we did with our favorite Boots Parks, we do pay referral fees. So, if you know of anyone that's moving mom into a nursing home or they've had a loss in the family, no one knows what to do at the house, and it's usually the least important equation is someone's grieving or going through a life stage or life season change. But we can help. No matter the condition of the home, whether it's full retail and ready to put a sign in the front yard. My business partner Adam is a realtor, or you need a cash offer. That's what we do. That's what We Buy Houses Fast in Dallas is. We're a full real estate solution. So, Joyce, I won't take any more of your time. Only the people behind the scenes know this is the second time we've done this. So we had some technical difficulties. Your phone wasn't charged, and my laptop died, but thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to text you a link to our just little Google deal. If you can leave us a Google
okay.
review, that would be wonderful. But other than that, please, let's stay in touch. I know you're really interested in how the house turns out, so I'll be staying in touch with you. And thank you again for trusting us. Has not been an easy 2020 for you and your family, and we hope we made this portion of that as easy as possible.
You have, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. God bless you. We'll see you soon.